Hi viewers, good to see you once again. In this video, I have planned to help you to understand the last tense today, which is known as future perfect continuous tense. Future perfect continuous tense. In my previous video, we discussed about future continuous tense and future perfect tense and future tense. So all the future categories over. So today we are going to have the circumstances in which future perfect continuous tense can be used. Okay guys. So before we go into the video, I would like to recall your mind in the formation of the verb for the future perfect continuous tense. Now when we were looking at future perfect tense, we saw that will or shall plus have plus the past participle form of any verb that is used, main verb. But here it is continuous, future and perfect. So three tenses are involved. Future perfect continuous. See, future perfect continuous. So therefore you can easily understand the formation of the verb will be. For future we will have the auxiliary verb will or shall. For perfect we will have the auxiliary verb have. Since it is continuous, we have the present formation being, and for the continuous action ing to the main verb. Okay, and lastly ing to the main verb. See, so therefore all the three tenses are involved. But imagine this is future oriented. This is future oriented. That you will have to be very careful. Action is future oriented. It may have begun in the past or in the present, but it will be continuing until certain time in the future. So that is the usage of the future perfect continuous tense. So let us straight away, for a change, let us start with the example as we have been doing in the past. But for a change, instead of writing the rule first, I have given you the examples. So read the sentences first of all. Read the sentences. See, read the sentences. By next to August, I hope this is visible. By next to August, we shall have been living in this house for 10 years. See, by next to August, we shall have been living in this house for 10 years. Is this visible to you? I hope yes. See, alright. So look at the example once again. By next August, we shall have been living in this house for 10 years. See, and I have underlined the verb in the future perfect continuous tense. See now, shall have been living. Shall stands for future, have stands for perfect, and been stands for the present, be form of the verb, and then living is the continuous form of the main verb. See, future perfect continuous tense. So therefore, look at the next example. By 11 a.m. tomorrow, he will have been cycling for 3 hours. He began to cycle. But by 11 a.m. tomorrow, he will have been cycling for 3 hours. So what time he would have started? By 11 a.m. he will have been cycling for 3 hours. So he would have begun his cycling about 8 o'clock. So therefore by 11 a.m. tomorrow, by 11 a.m. tomorrow. So an action that began in the past or at present and will be continuing up to or inclusive moment in the future at the time of reference. See, That is what I have written as a rule here. This tense is used to describe an action that began in the past or the present and will be continuing up to or inclusive of the present moment. So the action must be still going on at present. It may have begun in the past, or it may have begun some few minutes ago, few seconds ago. But then look at that oriented, action oriented G, and will be continuing up to or inclusive of the present moment. Still the action will be going on there. So that is the first usage that we can think of when we write the formation or rule for understanding the situations for the future perfect continuous tense. Okay guys? So that is very simple. Alright? Now look at the next example I have given here. Next example. If you had not told me, I would have been waiting for him. I would have been waiting for him. If you had not told me, I would have been waiting for him. See? Would have been waiting. Now why did I use the word would here instead of will? This is condition, like what we saw in future perfect tense. So this is actually an imaginary continuous action. That is the understanding behind the sentence here. See now, if you had not told me, I would have been waiting for him. Maybe I started waiting for my friend or somebody, and then someone else comes and tells me, you don't have to wait, he is no more there or she is not there. So I am just saying, if you had not told me, I would have been waiting for him. See? So what is the conclusion that we can make? This tense is used to describe an imaginary continuous action. Imaginary continuous action. Now what is that imaginary continuous action? Imagining that my friend will come and I will meet him. Or the person for whom I have been waiting will come. That is the imaginary action, imaginary continuous action. So that must be very clear in your mind. So to describe an imaginary continuous action, this tense is used. See, conditional clause also must be maintained. See now what is your condition here? If you had not told me, if you did not tell me, or if you had not told me, I would have been waiting for him. Don't know how long. So therefore, action could be future oriented, but it may have begun in the past or at present, but the action will be going on up to the inclusive of the future time. So this is future perfect continuous, guys. It may look like very long formation of verb. Now I said why am I using would here? Would is used because this is conditional clause. It is used in passive form like what we did for the future perfect tense. Future perfect tense. See, imaginary continuous action. Now look at the first one. If you had not told me, what is this tense here? Past perfect tense. Past perfect tense but negative connotation, negative form. Okay, so this is all for the future perfect tense, future perfect continuous tense is all about. Okay guys, so future perfect continuous tense is nothing but it is a tense used to describe an action that may have begun in the past or at present and that will be continuing in the future, and it may end at a proper time, sometimes fixed, or it may go on. So in order to use that circumstance, we use this tense, future perfect continuous tense. Okay guys, future perfect continuous tense. So that is all for the future perfect continuous tense is concerned, make sure that you look at my video or observe my video, watch my video till the end of the video there, and try to analyze the verb formation. And then of course, as I have been guiding you throughout the presentation of my videos, during the examination time, what usually I would do, I will ask you to read the situation properly and make sure you understand the concept. You understand the concept properly. What is the concept as far as this future perfect continuous tense is concerned? This is the situations an action may have begun in the past or at present, and that will be going on in the future also, and probably it may or may not end there. So will have been, shall have been. So that is the understanding behind. Make sure you have the formation of the verb correctly. Shall or will plus have plus been plus verb plus ing. So that is the formation. Okay guys, so that's it as far as the future perfect continuous tense is concerned. So until I meet you in the next video, we'll see. So in my next video, I will try to give example to all the tenses, and then we will have the final glance and understand the situations correctly, so that it will have a kind of a consolidation for you to understand all the tenses written together with the examples, and you may have a glance, and then you will have better understanding. So until then, see you in the next video. It's Louis Das from English Easy Louis channel. Subscribe it, click the bell icon, and increase the viewers and the subscribers to support me, and make use of my videos for your understanding of grammar better and better day by day guys. See you. Thank you. Bye.